What's up, world? I haven't made a video in a minute. Like I said, I usually don't make videos unless I have something to speak about anyway. Just a few minutes ago, I cut my boy's hair. It's like midnight right now. It's late, but he hit my line. He needed a haircut. Now it's not like it was free or anything like that. I just want to clarify that he paid for it, but it's one of them things where my brother needed something, and if I could lend a hand, I lent a hand. You know what I'm saying? And it got me to thinking about just life in general, and how you should be as a person. I feel like if you are the same skin color as me, I'm obligated to try to help you. You know what I mean? If it's to better yourself or better somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If it's for a positive reason, I feel like I'm obligated to help my fellow brother and sister. I don't have to know you. I don't have to have ever met you before. But I feel like as a group, as a people, we need to think more like this, because if you look around, it's a lot of black on black violence. It's nothing new. It's been going on for a long time now. I actually a while ago I watched a movie on the Black Panther movement, and how for that movement, blacks set up pretty much I guess you could call it a gang to help protect other African Americans, and then what we set up to protect us ultimately turned into smaller gangs, whatever like that, and now it's destroying us. Now you have this black on black violence, and it's disappointing because everybody's seen a slave movie. They play it in schools when you're younger. Shoot, Roots comes on BET like almost every other week. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you've seen a slave movie before. And I don't know about you, but when I watch a slave movie, I ultimately get sick to my stomach, because of what I see, of what we had to go through at one point in time. Our ancestors were beat, raped, hung, killed, murdered. They were all these terrible things happened to them. But at the end of the day, they always stuck together. Yeah, there might have been one, I guess you could call it Uncle Tom in the mix, that was selling out his own people. But it was always, you might have had one or two, a few, but it was never, more people selling out than there were people helping each other out. You know what I mean? And for it to be like that at that point in time, where we didn't have any rights, we didn't have a say so in anything, for us to be able to stick together at that point in time. But now that we have freedom, we've gone the opposite way of that. It's disappointing, because you would think that we would continue to do what got us to where we are now. Sticking together is what got us our freedom. You know what I'm saying? Sticking together is what led to us being where we are in this day and age. And now we're our own enemy a majority of the time. Like I said, there's black on black violence every day, and I know the world is not perfect, but I would never want to put any harm on my fellow brother and sister, because that's my brother and sister. We might not be blood, but if you are the same skin tone as me, you know what I'm saying, if you are African American, you know, I should have your back and you should have my back. Not saying that these other races don't deserve respect from us or anything like that, but if you look at Hispanics, whatever like that, and Caucasians, they help each other out. You know, when one makes it, they look out for the next one that's coming behind them, because they know that in order to be successful, you have to stick together. It seems like we're the only race that doesn't understand that, and it's sad. You know, all these young men growing up without their fathers and things like that is leading to, you know, more broken families. You know, and it's only going to continue to stay like that unless we as a unit do something about it. You know, there's so many African American rappers, you know, things like that, and I know it's about getting your money. You know, I know that money is the root of all evil. I know people want that money, but at the same time, you can still do what you're doing and give back. You know, go back and try to save somebody, because it can make a difference. You know what I mean? So I'm just encouraging everybody, man, to remove that hate out your heart, remove that individualistic attitude that you have out of your heart and out of your mind, and change it into wanting to help better us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And if everyone would just take that mindset with them, it would trickle down to somebody else, and it might not get fixed today, but over time it can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? We can help save future generations if we start being better now, today. Be better today, so that we can have a better tomorrow. Thank you.